Got two of them in the zone anyway. See what happens there. Getting a bite. There he is. Tell you what, we're gonna do a little review on these poles while we're sitting out here. These little old bitty fish, I'm talking about little fish. I got these new, might as well just do this little review right quick. I got these Duck Commander 14-foot rods from BnM Poles. Drove over to West Point, Mississippi the other day and picked them up. Those guys are super good to work with. But I wanted a pole with a little more backbone. I'd used some ACC crappie sticks that just had a little more backbone than like some of the other BnM poles. And so I got to looking around at some different options, and I'm gonna be honest, y'all see that tree? That's cool. See, now there's some fish right over here at about 20 foot. I think we need to ease over there and see if we can get on those fish. They looked a little bit bigger. So let's put that right there. So anyway, so I found these poles, and they're the I've only got 4 out, so let me get this one here. It's the Duck Commander series. Y'all see that right there? The Duck Commander series. DCT ROLL. That's Duck Commander trolling rod. That's a 14-foot, 3-section, West Point, Mississippi. Duck Commander by BnM. And these poles are a little bit bigger, out all the way out the mid part of the pole. Now it's got a super sensitive tip on it, and you can see that by these little fish that we've been catching. We're able to see those. We're able to see those real light bites, and on the very tip. But they've got a lot of backbone. Let's put it that way. They got a lot of backbone. And I'm gonna be honest, I went with them, one thing, because of price. Not that I'm a total cheapskate, but guys, BnM has been around a long time, and these guys have helped us with our crappie club for years. And I like those guys, and they're just good people to work with. But you can see that thing's got really good backbone on it. Another small fish. Man, these fish are eating. They're just not big enough. But I had some BnM poles that were in the neighborhood of 15, 16-year-old, and they had caught many crappie. But just the wear and tear on them. I had put some new tips on some of them, and I had a reel seat or two that was starting to loosen a little bit, and I wanted some new poles, and it's Christmas time, so you know what that means. I went and bought me some. Wife wasn't 100% on that deal, but that's okay. But anyway, these poles are absolutely awesome. They've got the backbone I wanted. They got the sensitive tip that I wanted. They're 14-foot long, which to me is just a good all-around. I don't know if you can see that tip, but I'm getting a real light bite on that tip right there. And they're all the same size, y'all. We got to get out of here. We're gonna waste all our minnows. We done wasted a bunch. I got a fish over here. I'm gonna use that minnow again. Man, I got fish all over the place here. There's one right there. And they're all the same size, y'all. We gotta get out of here. Anyway, back to the rods. These rods are awesome. BnM's awesome to work with. I highly recommend these rods, and I'm gonna be honest, for a $59.99 rod, you can't beat them. You just can't beat them. I fished with some ACC crappie sticks last week. Hey, these rods hold right up to an ACC crappie stick, and they're probably 30 bucks a piece cheaper than an ACC crappie stick. And hey, if you got a green boat, go buy you some ACC crappie sticks. They'll match your boat, okay? But if you just want to go out and catch fish and don't want to break the bank, go find these BnM duck commanders, and you can find them different places on the internet and around. You know, if you have them shipped, they're going to cost you a little bit more. But with me using BnM for so long, and what I'm seeing so far with the very small fish we've caught and the light bite. Now, one thing we hadn't seen is the real strength of the backbone yet because of the small fish we're catching. But I can just tell by looking at these poles versus some other poles that I've fished with, some of the BGJPs and some of the other stuff that I've got. These poles have a little more body to them, a little more backbone to them, and I think I'm really gonna like them. So far, so good. So y'all go check them out, BnM poles. And look, they ain't give me no poles. I had to go spend some money because the wife done got mad at me. She didn't get mad. I just had to justify my purchase. So I went in my crypto fund. I made a little money in crypto here lately. Not a lot, but a little bit. I had enough to pay for 6 poles in there. So we transferred some crypto money to the bank account so she could see the incoming before the outgoing went. And we got it done. We got 6 brand new rods, 6 brand new reels. We got some high-vis. We got some high-vis braid on these things because if we get hung, we want to be able to get loose. See if we can find these fish. Let's zoom out here so we can find these fish. I saw on the way in. They somewhere. Uh-oh. You know what I don't? Oh, I think I grabbed that cable on that boathouse. Right there's some fish. Y'all look where my turtle nose pointed. Right up under that right there. Ain't no way to get to them unless you're a dock shooter, and I'm not a dock shooter. But see, these are 45 feet straight that way, and we're about 30 foot, so they're about 15 foot up under that swim pier right there. If y'all can see that right there, they're right under there. If y'all a dock shooter, you can shoot in that hole right there. See that hole right there? Get you a dock shooter rod. I think BnM's got dock shooting rods. But I came by these fish on side imaging, and I didn't realize they was up under the boathouse. But anyway, hey, go get you some BnM rods, Duck Commander series. Oh yeah, here it is. Right there they are. You don't see that? Double touch crappie rod, Duck Commander. Awesome rods. Look, there's all them guys, old Phil and Chase and all them old Duck Commander boys. But I like the rods, and we're gonna get out of this spot here. There's too many small fish here. We'll catch back up with you in a little while. Maybe we'll catch some big fish. Hope y'all enjoyed the little video on these rods, and go give them a try.